Welcome into SportBet Extra. I'm your host, Paul Rami, here every Monday through Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central. A little bit of a technical difficulty today, kind of a bit of delayed there. Had some issues with it going, but we're here. We're ready to go. A few minutes late, but look, we're here. Like I said, we're here. We're going. What a great day we've got today. Going to be shorter today. Not a lot going on as far as NBA, MLB things to talk about. We'll recap yesterday's plays. Again, we'll talk about maybe a little bit of the Masters as well, kind of see what's going on there, see if there's anything that we can get involved with right now or later on, maybe some spots that we'll see. But for now, let's just go ahead and get right into the show like we do. All right, we're here. We're ready to go. Having some difficulties there on Twitter/X. So if you're trying to get on there, maybe just kind of refresh. But we should be good to go. So we're on. Again, follow me over on X and YouTube there at Paul Rami. That's going to be the best places to follow me, get all the information. And then again, you'll get all my plays over on the Tails app and the Juice Reel app. Look, Tails app, $20 a month. That comes out to like $5 a week. We've gone down on the pricing. We want to get a lot more people involved. So $20 a month, $5 a week. You'll get all the plays there posted as soon as the show's over. Sometimes before the show's over as well. We get plays posted as quick as I can. There's free plays are over there. We talk about them on the show as well. Give out a free play. It's posted over there. And then the rest of the VIP plays are going to be posted in there as well. So Tails app, $20 a month. Can't really beat that. Or you can go $10 a week if you want weekly. And then, of course, there's trials as well for all that. But, hey, wherever you go there, Juice Reel, you'll be able to get all my plays or join the show and just listen. Listen to what we talk about and break down here concerning NBA, MLB. So, yesterday, let's pull up the record here. We got rid of college basketball on this one. Again, like I talked about, wanted to go ahead and start fresh. This is currently NBA and currently MLB right now going on. NBA, man, it's just been an average season. we're not used to being average on the NBA, but that's where we are. 51, 47, and 1. The plays as of late in the NBA, like I said, which is why I don't get too involved right now towards the end of the season, have just not been the best. Obviously, yesterday, Bones Highland, I mean, we had great value on it, but it didn't matter because it didn't hit. So whatever it is that, great, we beat the line and got a great number, sure, but doesn't matter at the end of the day when it doesn't cash. So we lose there. We did have a couple of other plays, again, that we talked about. Dodgers, Blue Jays over 7.5. That one was a loss. Astros -1.5. That was a loss. And then the two winners, Diamondbacks first 5 money line and Cardinals money line there as well. We did also get involved with Mets live there +3.5. Didn't end up cashing that there, but it is what it is. We lost a little live play, but hey, we've got plenty more that we can get involved with. And so that's where we're at currently. NBA plus 1.16 units on the season. MLB so far plus 5.93 units on the season. So MLB is kind of carrying us right now to start. And for today, I mean, there's only 3 games left to go today. We stayed off the others. Thursday are usually going to be a little bit kind of shorter days. Most of the teams get involved really and have their series. They go on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, again, some Thursdays there, whatever it is. So Thursday is usually a smaller day, not as much action there. And especially with NBA, as that starts to wind down, Thursdays are going to be light. That's just the way it is. So let's take a look at what we've got going on. First, we're going to talk about is NBA real quick. Heat, Raptors there laying a number -3.5. Look, these two teams just played the other day, and Raptors blew them out 121-95. This goes right into the betting strategy. The play on this one, we're going to continue. Let's just see how the NBA betting strategy ends here to end the season. Miami Heat +3.5. That's going to be the play. Let's go ahead and just give it out now and see what type of number we can get there. Again, use ProfitX, use code Paul Rami, get you 20% up to $100 purchase match there, or Kalshi, go get you free $10 by signing up using the code Paul Rami there. So Miami Heat, let's see what type of number we can get right now. Looks like we can get about a 4.5 -107. So that's the way we're going to go for this one. Miami Heat +4.5 -107. Let me lock that in on ProfitX. That play is in. Go get Juice Reel. It's synced automatically to my plays, and you'll see that one's in right there. Miami Heat +4.5 -107. So we're on that one tonight. That's part of the NBA betting strategy. Again, let's just continue and see how it goes. Right, just to end the season, not much left going on. Looking at the other NBA games that we've got today, Bulls-Wizards. Bulls laying 6.5 there on the road against the Wizards. Again, two teams I do not want to get involved with at all. I mean, just injuries are it's insane how many injuries, how many guys are out for all these teams. I mean, just look at the Wizards. No Bilal Coulibaly, no D'Angelo Russell, no Alex Sarr, no Trae Young, no Anthony Davis, no Cam Whitmore, Keyshawn George. And on the Bulls side, no Matas Buzelis, no Josh Giddey. I mean, no Anthony Simons. No, just like all these guys are out for all these teams. No reason to get involved with them. If you really wanted to get involved and you're looking for something, I would just lean Wizards here at home +6.5. Just because when you have two bad teams like this, I'm just going to look to take the points. Might as well. I mean, plus Chicago did just beat them again, 129-98 on Tuesday. So this one also goes into that betting strategy, but just not as confident there on this Wizards team being able to cover a 6.5 number. A little more confidence with the Heat, not as much with the Wizards there. So the lean would be Wizards +6.5. I would also just look at taking the over there. No defense, both these teams, just up and down type of game. I would lean over. That is a high number there, 248.5. But again, nothing I'm going to be playing, just leans for me there. Celtics at the Knicks. Knicks laying 4.5 here at home. Coming off that nice win at Atlanta. And one more win against Chicago, another win against the Grizzlies, a little small 3-game win streak there. But this is against the Celtics. Let's double check and see what type of injuries. No Jaylen Brown. It looks like that's about it for the Celtics. I mean, I don't see. Obviously, the Celtics, they're going to probably want to just keep their guys healthy going into the playoffs now. I mean, only 3 games left. Celtics on a nice little 4-game win streak themselves. I want to double check those NBA standings just to kind of see the playoff picture. I mean, really, they're most likely locked into that number 2 spot over New York. I'd probably lean Celtics on this one with the number plus 4.5 there. Don't know if I'd be on this one really as well, putting money on it, just to lean for that there. Pacers at the Nets. Pacers 3.5 favorite there on the road against the Nets. Again, both teams dealing with a lot of injuries. Just don't want to get involved with many of these here. It's hard to cap these right now at the end of the season when you've got teams like this. It's just like they've got nothing to play for. So it's tough to convince me to lay points with teams like this when they're playing for nothing. So let's move on. Sixers, Rockets, 76ers here. 6.5-point underdog on the road against the Rockets here. Let's double check injuries. No Joel Embiid tonight. And then on the Rockets side, see what type of injuries they're looking at. Looks like just a couple, one game time decision. That's Tari Eason. That's not going to move the needle. He's still questionable. Doesn't matter. Rockets here, though, 6.5-point favorite. I mean, nice win there on the road against the Suns, right? Coming back from a little 2-game road trip there against the Warriors and the Suns. They've won, 7 straight games. Again, those wins haven't been against anyone impressive. Against the Warriors, with Steph Curry just coming back, right? Against the team trying to get their chemistry together. Against the Suns, I mean, yeah, the Suns are average team, so I wouldn't say that win is all that impressive. The Suns just broke down there in the fourth quarter, couldn't get anything going. But look, I don't know if I'd want to lay 6.5 with the Rockets right now. Looking at the Sixers too, right? Just want to kind of see where they're at in the standings, because that does make a little bit of a difference. Fighting for that position there. Definitely don't want to go down to the 9 seed. Rather stay the 8 seed if they can jump up into the 7 or even the 6. Look, the Sixers, they're fighting for something here in the East for that position. On the West with the Rockets there, I mean, yeah, they're locked in pretty much at that 5 spot. I would lean Sixers here plus 6.5. Rockets haven't really been tested that well as of late, that much, I feel like, against the teams they've been playing. I would go Sixers here plus 6.5. That's the way I would lean. Lakers, Warriors, small favorite here, minus 2.5. I believe a couple of guys are going to be out. Yeah, no Doncic, obviously, no Austin Reeves. Jackson Hayes really doesn't make much of a difference. And then Marcus Smart there, they're out. But on the Warriors side, no Steph Curry, no Porzingis. These guys, that do make a difference. They're not in. I don't know if I'd want to get involved with this game at all. Like I said, the NBA right now is just it's a poor product to bet on right now. I mean, we're on the Heat plus 4.5. Like I said, maybe be on the Sixers. But I'd rather just look at the MLB. We do have 3 games in the MLB that still have yet to go. Diamondbacks at the Mets. We got Rodriguez against McLean. So let's pull up those starting lineups. Let's pull up some pitcher stats and see if we can find anything interesting with these 2 teams right here. Eduardo Rodriguez there, lefty, going up against pretty much a right-heavy lineup for the Mets there. Only lefty is Brett Baty there. Looks like in the 7th spot. So Rodriguez there, the lefty, going up against 8 righties in this spot. First 2 starts, they've been solid. 5K's first start, 3K's second start, 79 pitches in the first one, 90 pitches. So he's going deep, 5 innings, 7 innings. Really only allowing, 1 run there, no earned runs. So he's pitching well. I want to say he's pitching great. He's pitching well. He's pitching well enough to not have, to really make this team do a lot on the offensive side. Against lefties, 214 batting average. Against righties, a 172 batting average. He's facing a lot of righties. 29 batters faced, only 5 strikeouts, though. 5 hits. So I feel like this is going to be a tough spot. He's going to get knocked around a little bit against this Mets lineup. Bichette hits him semi-decent, 385 batting average in 13 plate appearances there. And then Tyrone Taylor there at the bottom, only 2 appearances, but he's hit him twice. And then when you look down a little bit further, Mark Vientos can't hit him, 5 at-bats, 0 batting average. I'm sorry, that's Mark Vientos. Simeon, 240 batting average against him, so he's struggling a little bit. The Mets lineup is struggling a little bit against Rodriguez. And then again, we just like to look and see how they're doing on the season. I mean, they're not hitting too bad. Yesterday could have been a lot better, obviously, especially when we jumped in live on them. But just kind of looking at where they're at currently on the season, they're hitting around 300, right? Lindor's not doing well leading off, but you got Bichette, 222 batting average. Robert, 333. Vientos, 370. He's hitting pretty well. Stimmy, a little bit of a struggle there. Alvarez, 300 batting average. So I would lean Mets on this one. Let's look at Arizona. Diamondbacks look on that side. Nolan McLean there going for the Mets pitching-wise. Currently, 2 games he started as well. 8 Ks in the first game, 4 Ks in the second game. He's gone 5 innings. It's a lot of pitches that he's getting through, though. I mean, he's only going 5 innings, but his pitch count is up there, 84, 93. He's allowing some runs. Against lefties, though, he's been solid, 190 batting average. Against righties, 0.67 batting average. 17 batters, 4 Ks, 1 walk, and only 1 hit there against righties. So he's doing pretty well against righties. Looking at that Arizona lineup, though, Diamondbacks only got 3 righties going against them. So they know that. They're going to stack lefties. The only ones is Fernandez, James McCann, and then Tim Tawa. That's it for the Diamondbacks as far as the righties. And just kind of looking at what those guys have done. Fernandez, 300 batting average. Sure. McCann, though, 1 for 12 on the season, only 0.83 batting average. And then Tawa as well, 125 batting average. So not very good for righties there for the Diamondbacks. And then again, looking at McLean, 0.67 batting average. So they're stacking those lefties. And then so far, what have the lefties done for the Diamondbacks? Well, you got Marte, 208 batting average. Vargas, 500 batting average in that second spot. Going 10 for 20 with his hits to at-bats. That's a good number there. Perdomo is struggling a little bit. Del Castillo hasn't played too much, only 8 at-bats there, 1 hit. So, there's a little bit of struggles in the middle to the bottom end of this Arizona lineup. I would lean, again, Mets here to get something going. Maybe get something going early. I know they're a 186 money line. I'd like to see where they're at first 5 because that's the way I would lean with them here. Let's double check, pull up Profit X, see what number we're getting for that first 5 Diamondbacks Mets game here. Into Profit X, first 5 innings. Mets money line, damn, minus 162. That's a lot. Even laying the half run, minus 112. That's a lot of, man. Don't want to be getting too much on that. I may like to take an over here instead, over 3.5. That's a short number. These guys are going to get hit around 3.5, minus 114. That's going to be the way I'd be leaning for this game. Is the over on this one. First 5, 3.5. Not too much juice. Minus 114 against that. It's not too bad. We're not getting a 120, 130 price. That's kind of the way I would lean for this one. Let's go to the White Sox Royals here. Anthony K for the White Sox, the lefty, going against Seth Lugo, the righty, for the Royals here. And then looking at the lineups, right? Royals throwing out all righties. Well, 6 righties, 3 lefties against Anthony K here. Anthony K, looking at how he's done so far, only 4 innings that he's gone through. He hasn't even gone a full 5 innings, and with a lot of pitches, 92 pitches First game with 5 strikeouts, but he's getting hit a little bit there. 3 hits. Second game, 3 hits as well, a couple runs, allowing 1 home run at least each game. So he's struggling there. Man, last game was poor performance, 0 strikeouts. Against lefties, though, 0 batting average against the 9 lefties he's gone up against. That's, that's nice, right? Pascotino, we'll see how he does. Isbell, we'll see how he does. But righties, he's struggling. 231 batting average against righties. And then history-wise, not a lot to go on history-wise. Only Salvador Perez has gone up against him twice. And then Lane Thomas has gone up against him once. So too much, not a lot really to look at in the history side of these Royals players and batters against what the White Sox are throwing out here. Let's just kind of take a look, though, too. See what they're doing on the season. That Royals lineup struggling in the middle. Perez is struggling. Lane Thomas is struggling. I don't know if they'll do much here. Top of the order, 304 batting average for Garcia. Bobby Witt, 273 batting average. That's about it. I mean, Isbell's been nice in the 9th spot, 429 batting average. That it looks like that's where you're going to rely on. I wouldn't expect much in the heart of that lineup to really do anything here today against Anthony Kay. Even though Anthony Kay has been struggling against righties a little bit, I don't think they're going to have success here with the Royals. Looking at Seth Lugo on the other side, Seth Lugo there, the righty, going up against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lefties here for the White Sox. And then look what he's done. Again, high pitch count last game, 103 pitches, 5 innings, 7 strikeouts, though. Get 7 strikeouts, that's nice, but 2 earned runs. So he gave up some runs there. Against righties, same, 0 batting average. So Anthony Kay against the lefties, 0 batting average. Seth Lugo, righty against righties, 0 batting average. I mean, they pitch well when they're faced against that nice matchup, but whenever they're going on the other side, they're struggling. So Seth Lugo there, looking at what he's done, just kind of against some of the batters there for the White Sox. Benintendi's really the only one that's got any sort of data against him. 10 at-bats, 300 batting average. And then just looking at the White Sox now, what they've been doing, they've been struggling a little bit, but hitting slightly better than the Royals there. 4-8 right now currently. White Sox against the Royals, 5-7. Could be a spot here for the White Sox after losing those 3 games against Baltimore. Going on the road, could maybe produce something here. Royals, they've been struggling the last 2 games. I mean, they won that one against the Guardians there, but then they struggled a little bit as well. 10-2 loss yesterday. This would be a spot I'd probably look at the White Sox here. Nice plus money line there at 155. Don't know if I would want to get involved late with this one for a full game, maybe something early. But you never know. I mean, White Sox, man, they've been pretty poor offensively. Only 26th right now, and then 26th in runs, 3.4 runs per game. Not hitting very well either. Only 6.7 hits. That's good for 28th in the league. Yeah, not where I would want to be getting involved with either. So this one, probably stay off. Not get involved much with the White Sox and the Royals. And then the last one, Rockies, Padres there. Not really a fun matchup here to look at. It looks like Rockies are gonna throw out I didn't even pronounce that right. Herget to go first, probably first inning. Chase Dollander is going to be coming in after that. He'll be the primary pitcher. Looking at what Dollander has got going on, I mean, he's gone 4 innings, 2 games, 5 Ks, 6 Ks. He's pitched pretty well. Against, though, lefties, not great, 294 batting average. The Padres do have 3 lefties going out there in Cronenworth, Jackson Merrill, and Gavin Sheets. This is one of those two, man. These teams are just, I don't know, average. You got 2 6-6 teams. It's average right now. There's not really an edge in either of these. Randy Vasquez pitching for the Padres there, the righty. We don't have the full lineup yet for the Rockies. Still waiting. Oh, yeah, it is out. So we got Julian going there, Moniak second, Goodman, Rumfield. Looks like he's in the fifth spot there. Johnston's going to be in the fourth spot. Tovar, Castro, McCarthy, and Doyle. So just looking at right now this Rockies lineup, I mean, they can hit a little bit. They've been hitting against the Astros. This looks like a spot. Maybe they'll hit a little bit more here today. I'd probably lean Rockies here. I just haven't been that impressed with what the Padres have done so far. Rockies probably playing better than most have expected to start the season. So looking at this lineup again, it just got posted there for the Rockies. Padres, they're struggling with their lineup as far as hitting. Everybody, I mean, barely at 200. Cronenworth 171 average. Tatis 196. Merrill 200. Machado 206. They're struggling to hit right now. I'd lean Colorado here, and I'd probably go Colorado money line. I just feel like they're going to have a little bit of momentum going into this game off of what they've done against the Astros. I'd probably lean Colorado Rockies here for this one. So that's the way I would look. I don't know if I'm going to be on it, but that's kind of the way I would lean. So quick breakdown there. Again, not a lot in the NBA, not a lot in the MLB. The Masters is underway. McIlroy 5 under first round. Sam Burns 5 under first round there. Patrick Reed started out hot, then slowed there, had a couple bogeys. Justin Rose solid 3 under through 17 right now. Looks like he's on 18. That might want to get involved with Gary Woodland. That's a solid one, 2 under through 14 right now. See what kind of price we can get on him, but he might be a solid one. And Brooks Koepka making a little bit of a charge late. Kind of shaky front nine there. Even par right, then +1 to start the back nine through the 10th, and a couple birdies there on 15 and 17. Brooks Koepka might be solid to look at. I was looking at Justin Thomas, even through 16. I mean, nice little start there, 2 under, but then a couple bogeys brought him back out down to even. I mean, for the price, I would like Justin Thomas there. None of these guys are out of it. I mean, it's only one round, right? Leaguer's only got 5 strokes on him. But you do want somebody that has potential to make a run. I'm not going to go big favorites here. I like Woodland to maybe win this. He did just win the Texas Children's Houston Open. So he's playing pretty well, it looks like. Looking at Woodland, let's just kind of see what they've got on Kalshi as far as, outrights here to win. McIlroy there, a small favorite, 108. Sam Burns, -108. Yeah, no thanks. I'm going to pass on those. Looking at the other guys here, John Rahm's terrible, so we're going to pass on that as well. Let me double check, see what we've got going on. Sergio, yeah. No. We got to get someone who we like a little bit better here. Gary Woodland, no, gonna have to bid on that one too. Those are all round 1 leaders. So okay, there we go. Better odds. I was looking at round 1 leaders there. McIlroy there, +279. Scheffler +455. Currently, Justin Rose +1240. Look, Justin Rose has had the best course history out of any of the golfers that have not won the Masters. Playoff last year that he was in where McIlroy won it. I would look at Justin Rose here. He typically gets off to a hot start, but it just can't carry over into Sunday. So, he'd be a solid one. Just don't know if I trust him enough here. Bridgman, look, that dude's first in the FedEx Cup rankings right now. 1 under through 18. You can get him at +9245. It's his first Masters appearance. Look, dude is playing solid. 1 bogey to start the front 9, then back 9. We got birdie bogey, and then a couple birdies there. So, I mean, he's making a little case there at 1 under. I like Bridgman +9,200. I wouldn't mind that one. And then Gary Woodland, I like as well. +9245 for Bridgman. And we might have to just snag that before we get out of here. I think we're going to get on that one. Yeah. Bridgman, Masters champion there, +9245. number one in FedEx Cup standings right now. He's playing really well. I would probably go ahead and get locked in with Bridgman on Kalshi and see if we can find a spot later on to cash out either on Saturday or Sunday if he can make a nice charge there and up the leaderboard. I would look at Bridgman plus 92.45 on Kalshi. Again, see if we can trade for later, cash out at some point. But that's where we're going tonight. Heat plus 4.5, minus 107. That's the free play that we're on in the NBA. Go follow me on the Tails app. Go follow me on Juice Reel at Paul Rami, and you'll be able to get all my plays there. They're about to be posted right here as soon as the show's over. Go get those, and I will see you guys on Monday. Have a good one. Let's go Heat plus 4.5.